What's going on YouTube? This is Austin here from Austin, Dakota, coming at you again with another video for you guys today. And today, here we are. I'm doing two videos in one. I already did my 200 Stab Wounds album review. I reviewed their album, Manual Manic Procedures. So if you want to check that out when it's posted, do so. If you haven't checked it out already, I'll have an annotation at the end of this video, as well as a card for you guys to check it out. But anyways, today is the start of Retro Album Week. That's right, I'm going to be reviewing classic albums, some old school albums, some older albums from a band's catalog. And what better way to start off this Retro Week than with a classic album, like I said in the immortal words of the needle drop, it's time for a review, a classic review of Malevolent Creation, The 10 Commandments. This is the debut full-length LP from US death metal band Malevolent Creation, a band that has been around since the early death metal scene, with albums like The 10 Commandments and all that. But if we really want to be technical, I think The 10 Commandments is their best album and still is to this day their best work that they've ever done. Malevolent Creation, obviously a New York death metal band, later relocating to Florida. That's exactly what Cannibal Corpse did. They were from Buffalo, New York, then they later relocated to Florida. Malevolent Creation, they first got their start back in the 80s, so 1986 to 1987. They were known as Rest Haven, and from 1987 onward, they changed their name to Malevolent Creation. Their debut, they had a whole bunch of demos and a bunch of splits, but then they eventually worked on some music, which would later go on to be the 10 Commandments. I freaking love the 10 Commandments by Malevolent Creation. I think, like I said, it's their best album. I really haven't heard anything bad about these guys. I think if we really want to take it to favorite death metal bands, I think Malevolent Creation is one of the most underrated death metal bands of all time. You don't hear a lot of people talk about Malevolent Creation. They always seem to go over people's radar. So people talk about like the obvious death metal bands: Cannibal Corpse, Obituary, Deicide, Death, Dying Fetus, Baphomet. Or Suffocation. People like to have Malevolent Creation under their radar, and they don't really give them the time of day to actually give them a chance. But at the same time, though, I personally think that Malevolent Creation is one of the best death metal bands of all time, period. As far as this album goes, this proves it. I mean, memorial arrangements to start things off, and it goes right into Premature Burial. The driving riff in Premature Burial when the song starts. Absolutely great stuff. The riffs, the guitar tone is just absolutely mind-blowing in this album. The vocals, if you're expecting like guttural vocals, so like Craig Pillard, Glenn Benton, trying to think of Antti Bowman of Demlik, you're not going to get that here. What you are going to get is vocals that it's kind of sounding a little bit punk in a way, but not to the point where it's punk. There are some high-pitched yells mixed in with some middle-of-the-road guttural work. Great stuff. Multiple Stab Wounds, also another really good track. But my favorite track off this album, the last song. The last song, Malevolent Creation. Literally from 20 to almost 30 seconds of the song is nothing but the lead singer literally yelling at the top of his lungs The power in the lead singer's vocals is just absolutely amazing. To go from 20 to like 36 seconds doing that high-pitched vocals is absolutely mind-blowing. I mean, I don't have much to say about this album. I think it's a classic album in the realm of death metal. One of the best albums to come out in 1991. And I might make that my next video too. My top 5 favorite death metal albums from 1991. I've got some albums in mind, but I don't know what I'm going to put yet for my top 5. This album's in here, but you're not going to know what number it is until I do the video. So, obvious rating, it's a 10. If it's a classic album or if it's a legendary album, it obviously is a 10. Great stuff. Start to finish is absolutely incredible. So if you haven't heard Malevolent Creation, 10 Commandments, do yourself a favor, check it out for yourself. If you have already, let me know what you thought in the comments. And that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, please comment, like, subscribe down below. Be sure you hit the bell so that way you don't miss any more videos like this in the near future. If there's any albums you want me to review, or if you want me to check out and do a review on, drop it in the comment section below. Thank you guys very much for watching, and until next time, thank you for watching.